When the Fellowship of the Ring entered Moria during the War of the Ring, they narrowly escaped the Balrog thanks to Gandalf. What would have happened if they had failed to escape and the One Ring had fallen into the hands of the Balrog? To answer this question, it is necessary to examine the Balrogs more closely. Balrogs were Maiar and undoubtedly among Melkor's most important servants. However, they were not beings created by corrupting other creatures. Unlike orcs, they served Melkor voluntarily, much like Sauron. While Sauron's service to Melkor was driven by his own personal ambitions, the Balrogs possessed no such desire or drive. Their sole purpose was to serve Melkor, just like the countless Maiar who served the Valar in Valinor. Beyond this, they exhibited no other motivation, whether overt or hidden. Although Balrogs were Maiar, they had not initially sided with the Valar before turning to Melkor, as Sauron had. When Melkor looked out into the world from the void and was consumed by the desire to destroy the works of the Valar, he descended to Earth, accompanied by many spirit entities that gathered around him. Some of these spirits, drawn to Melkor's influence, became the entities known as Balrogs. These fire-based spirits assumed the physical form of Balrogs after descending to Earth, much like Ungoliant assumed the form of a great spider. Consider Ungoliant. Although she possessed intelligence and even the ability to speak, her fundamental instinct was extraordinarily simple: hunger. She was intelligent, but she did not possess a higher consciousness like Gandalf. Superior moral concepts like good, evil, mercy, pride, or cruelty were absent in her. She possessed intelligence and speech, but beyond that, her drives were animalistic. When Ungoliant demanded the Silmarils from Melkor, she was not captivated by their beauty. She simply wished to satisfy her hunger with the light within them. Balrogs should be examined within a similar framework. They were Maiar, yet they did not possess as high a level of consciousness as Sauron. Their sole purpose was to destroy whatever their master Melkor wished to destroy, which essentially encompassed everyone other than orcs. Beyond this, they harbored no desire to rule over others. In essence, they were not fundamentally different from Carcharoth, the massive wolf guarding Angband, aside from being more intelligent and powerful. Whether Balrogs possessed wings remains a subject of ongoing debate, but a more pertinent question is whether they possessed speech. One might expect a commander such as Gothmog to hold the capacity to communicate with his troops, yet nowhere in the entire legendarium is a single line of dialogue spoken by a Balrog. Tolkien likely made this choice deliberately, as scripting dialogue for them would have elevated them to a different tier of entity. In this respect, it is fair to say that Balrogs possessed even more primal instincts than Ungoliant, as Tolkien maintained them as creatures possessing intelligence without higher drives. What would have happened if the Balrog had claimed the One Ring? In all likelihood, nothing at all. It might have recognized its inherent power, or it might not have cared. It might simply have tossed it in a corner and forgotten about it. The Balrog possessed no ambition to use the artifact to dominate the world, nor would it have used the ring to manipulate other races or create new Nazgul, as such concepts did not exist within its mindset. It would simply have continued residing in its territory within Moria, remaining as far removed from the surface world as possible.